Hello everyone. Today's video I'm going to guide you through how to step by step going into Hanumanasana, the traditional half split, or going into full split eventually. I know this is not easy and this is not a one-time thing. Honestly, it's going to be step by step a process. So let's get started. Let's get started from down facing dog, finding the best link between your hand and your feet. Pedal it, bend your knee, and try to drop your back heel to the mat. Keep breathing. If you feel your back of your leg and your hip is really tight, that is the process we are going through. And you're going to feel different after our class today. Slowly bending our knee and walk towards the front of the mat into rat dog. And we're going to relax the shoulder, bending and folding forward. You may still keep bending your knee, that's okay. And now let's cross our forearm to the back and try and see how far your chest on your thigh. Eventually we want our chest placed on top of our thigh. And next, let's do some movement. Let's inhale, lift our hand up, and exhale back. Inhale, drop your hip almost to the ground, and exhale back. Repeat that. Inhale and exhale. 3 more times. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Let's stay here 3 more breaths. Keep folding from your hip, and you can see that your chest is on top of your thigh. Keep your knee bent. Release your hand and slowly bring yourself back up and relax the leg. And actually, let's come down and sit it. You can place a blanket under your butt. Let's do that. It's going to be easier for us to go into the position, especially for whoever need to bend your knee when you're not able to extend your leg. Don't worry, we will go in there. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. You can extend your leg, just bend it and stay there for another 3 breaths. Lift up and forward fold. This time, let's cross our leg under your knee and keep your toes lift. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, forward fold. So here again, our goal is place your chest on top of your thigh. If you are not there yet, don't worry. Just keep wherever you are and folding forward from your hip. As long as you do that, eventually it's just the time. Let's keep breathing. Slowly, let's come back up. Release the hand. And come back to your downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, paddle your feet. See whether you can drop your heel down to the floor. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Place your right toe on top of your left heel. You're gonna lift up your left heel. Inhale and drop. Second time, inhale. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale, drop. One last time. And drop. This is helping that heel dropping on the ground by using that toe press to the heel. Alright, so let's switch leg. Left leg up. Left heel on top of your left toe on top of your right heel. And lift up your heel on the right. And drop. Lift up. And drop. Inhale, lift up. Drop. Let's do two more. Inhale and exhale, press down. One last time. Inhale, drop and press down. Alright, so let's release the leg. Inhale, lift your right leg up and right leg in between your palm. Let's drop that left knee down. Maybe you're gonna need a blanket on top of your knee if you have any knee pain. So here we are going into the inner thigh stretch, bending our right knee 90 degrees and extend that back leg straight, but your knee, keeping your knee on top of the floor and your hip is facing forward. Inhale, exhale, drop, hip down. The stretching energy on your left inner thigh. Gonna place your hand on top of your right knee. Lift up your chin and chest. Keep breathing. Deeply inhale. Exhale. We're going to stay here a little bit longer. If you can't bear on this, put a block on the side of you. the bra in this way, the third level or the second level, or whatever level that's suitable for you. Two more breaths. And exhale, release. Alright, so let's slowly come back to downward facing dog. So two legs is going to feel very different because you're just starting. Here, inhale, lift our left leg up, left leg in between your palm. Bend your right knee down on the floor. Same thing. So keeping that front legs 90 degrees bend, and then the back leg is extended to the back straight. So make sure that your hip is straight, not turning to the side. Now let's place our hand on the block or on the floor. Or if you want a deeper stretch, place your palm eventually on top of your thigh and lift up your chin and chest. Deeply inhale. I do recommend you can stay here at least 1 minute longer, because that is going to have that result on your body. But in this video, we are not going to extend that long. So we're going to keep here for 2 more breaths. Keep pressing that palm on top of your knee. Exhale, hands down, and come back to your downward facing dog. Just relax the leg, paddle it. Feel 2 of the leg is kind of like better than before. And see whether you can drop your heel down to the mat. Deep inhale and exhale. Here again, lift your right leg up, inhale, and right leg place outside of your right palm, and drop your left knee down on the mat or on your blanket, and eventually you are coming down to your forearm. So the stretch on the right inner thigh, keeping that right knee a little bit closer to your arm, and do not drop that to the right. You can place a bra on top of your forearm if you need that. Let's stay here for 5 more breaths. Let's let's lift up and keep the leg back to downward facing dog. Again, left leg up, left leg in between your arm. Drop your right knee down. Bend your left leg 90 degrees. Oh, actually, no, was wrong. Inhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up, left leg outside of your left palm, and placing that forehead on the floor. And extend your right leg on the back, straighten. And do not drop that left leg to the left. Keep lean back to your shoulder, keeping that alignment. Two more breaths. Exhale, release. Bring that left leg back to downward facing dog. Pad with the feet. Let's do a reset here. Inhale, come to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, right leg in between your arm. And this time we are going to shift that right leg a little bit towards the back, and keeping that one leg laying in between that two leg, so that you can have that best position. So we are going to drop that left knee down, and then eventually you are going to bend that right knee. This time you don't need the 90-degree bend, but instead we try to intentionally just bend it in this way so that we can deepen the stretch on your front thigh, your front inner thigh. So here, still using the block if you need that. This is like you're riding the horse. Deep inhale. You feel the very deep stretch in between your inner thigh. So deepen the stretch, you can place in your palm and pressing that and lift up the chin and chest. Two more breaths. Your hand can place on the block. Alright, so let's extend the front leg and let's bend. Keep our left knee bent. Still lift your toes. Inhale, lift up. Look up. Exhale, forward fold your forehead towards your shin. Slightly lean on the left. Your hand is on the block or on the floor, whatever ways works for you. In this position, the energy you're feeling should be that right leg pulling back and your toes is lift up, so that create that deepen pulling energy on the right leg. Alright, slowly let's release and shift a little bit forward. Untuck your knee and then place your left foot on the ground and then left leg on the front, still keeping that position, but here we are going to measure one leg length in between. Here we are going to deepen the stretch by coming down our forehead to the shin. Let's come back up again. Exhale, folding forward from your hip all the way to your shin. Remember that same energy of pulling is still happening on your right leg. Adjust your hands position. See what is the best position that can holding this posture as long as you can. Here we are going to bend our left knee down on the mat, and then we are going to shift the front leg to the front, shift it, and slowly, and eventually the back leg also shift to the back. Eventually we are going down to that full split. You may not come all the way down to the floor, then that's totally okay. Try to use the block to help you stay on that position. And keeping that hip forward and your hand on the side or on the back. Here we are going to fold to your front leg and keeping that arm on the side. Since you extended your front leg as the right leg, so do not lean all the way to the right. Try to lean back a little bit to the left so that you can keep your posture aligned and your hips forward. Let's stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. If you can, in your own practice, stay in this posture as long as you can, at least 2 minutes. That result will come faster to you. Relax your shoulder and your hand slightly on the ground. One more deep inhale. Exhale slowly. Place your palm and try to lift up slowly, in control of your leg, pulling back, bending your left, and eventually come back to your tabletop and down facing. Relax it. Let's do a reset and come to here. Let's come to plank. Chaturanga, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Alright, so let's do the left leg. Left leg up, left leg in between your palm. Drop the right knee down. Here we are going to shift that left leg a little bit back so that we can bend our knee and come to this riding horse position. So your leg is going to keep straight and make sure that our hip is facing forward. Alright, so we're going to place our palm on top of your left thigh, pressing it. Lift up your chin, inhale, stay here. 3 breaths. Release, and then we are going to extend that front leg and coming down, forehead on your shin if you can. You need to feel that energy is pulling that left leg to the back. Inhale, lift up a little bit. Exhale, drop again. Folding forward from your hip to the inner thigh of your left leg. Stay here for 5 breaths. Slowly lift up and then lift up your back leg as well and come closer, just one leg laying in between 2 legs, and let's lift up your head. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Stretch your arm and find the best position for you to stay. 5 more breaths here. Holy energy is still there on the left leg. Three more breaths. Deep Deeply inhale. Long exhale. Slowly come back up and bend the front leg and shift that front leg to the front and keep sliding forward. Eventually you're coming down to your full split. With that control, slowly, and make sure that your back leg also extended straight so your pelvis is facing forward. Here you can use your block or your the block to help you to stay in this position. If you can, drop that leg all the way to the floor. That's the process we are going through. So don't worry, just keep where you are and stay there for 5 more breaths. Here we are taking a deep inhale and drop the forehead to the inner thigh of your left leg. Extend that arm longer. Stabilize your posture. Really focusing on the breathing. So important for you to stay in this position a little longer, because that will give you the best result as you stay longer. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Relax your shoulder. Fingertips slightly on the ground. Slowly as bring our body up and pressing that palm. In control, lift your leg back and slowly return to your tabletop position and lift up to downward facing dog. Alright, so we complete that full split. If all the position before, which is really building the foundation of your flexibility on your hamstring, your back of your leg, your inner thigh. So everything is come together to make this happen. It's so important to repeat those foundation posture when you go into that advanced pose. So let's do a reset. Inhale, come to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Bend our knee and come down to our child pose to wrap up today's practice. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you get something from this video. Hanumanasana full split or even half split is not easy, but follow the process and you will eventually get there. Thanks so much. I will see you in the next video. Namaste.